Welcome everybody to the first session for June, The Power of the Pause. This is a breathwork session today, and so we'll be a pause and what the pause means in many different ways. I just am doing my session today from a village in an area called Wenderland, and Wenderland is between Hamburg and Berlin here in Germany. I'm here with one of my German Kiwi friends, Kirsten Freeland. And so this area is also famous for a lot of activism around nuclear waste. So quite famous area and really quite an alternative area in Germany. And they've got this local festival happening at the moment where it's very rural, but all the farm properties with barns and stables, they open it up and they have all sorts of art and music and stalls, and you go from each farm. It's just amazing. So I'm doing this from Kirsten's home here, her German home. And yeah, so we'll get started. And there is Kirsten. She's come to join us today as well. Just was talking about Wenderland, Kirsten, and that we're doing this from your home. So great to be here. So this month's theme, as I mentioned, is the power of the pause. And today, I'm just going to welcome you and talk about what the power of the pause is, and then we'll do some breath awareness, and then we'll do 4 breathing techniques, and then we'll, at the end, have any optional sharing and questions, and then finish off with a little bit of a chat about our guest speaker next week here on the Breathe Right Collective. So I just wanted to begin with something really important, just to give an overview of what breath work can do. It alleviates stress and anxiety. It helps enhance focus, clarity, and creativity. It alleviates energy levels. It can improve our sleep quality, and helps balance our nervous system, and supports better physical performance, and also increases our lung capacity. All very relative things to our physical, emotional, mental well-being. Let's talk a little bit about arriving in the pause. In this session, we're going to explore the healing intelligence of the pause, not just in the breath, but in life, and why the pause is so important, because it invites presence, peace, and clarity. And it also allows us to shift out of autopilot and reconnect with our body, our breath, and our inner rhythm. Because so often we are just out of our body because we are on autopilot, thinking about what we have to do next or what happened in the past, reconnecting with our body, our breath, and our inner rhythm. And why the pause matters. So it's a nervous system regulator, and it gives us a moment to reset, reflect, and respond rather than necessarily react. It tones our vagus nerve, which is our very important nerve from the base of our neck to the base of our spine, which activates our parasympathetic nervous system. Our vagus nerve allows us to be more resilient, it boosts our immunity system, and it keeps us in a calmer space. It also increases our heart rate variability, which is the space between our heartbeats, and the higher our heart rate variability, the healthier and more resilient we are. And it also signals safety and presence to the brain. Now, before we go into breathwork today, I'm going to share with you a beautiful video of the heart, the lungs, and the diaphragm, and the relationship between the heart, the lungs, and the diaphragm, and why what we're doing with the pause about interoception. Interoception is actually being able to our sixth sense. It's an understanding of what's happening internally within our system. It also is all about our intuition and our gut feeling, is when we become more tuned in to what's happening internally within us. So I'm going to share this video, which is just amazing to watch. Can you all see this? It says breathing. Yeah, Okay. So can you see how the heart is on top of the diaphragm? This is the diaphragm, the large muscle below, and the lungs, how they extend and open when we breathe in. You've got examples of a shallower breath. And then when there's a deeper breath, how much the diaphragm goes down and how it extends the heart. Expanding the lungs. Stretching the heart. And then the diaphragm is also massaging all the organs below. So with every breath, the heart, the diaphragm, the lungs are all connected. The lung capacity increasing. You can see on the shorter breaths how the lungs stay quite tight, and then on the larger breaths, they really expand. The deeper breaths into the diaphragm. It's just an amazing example of seeing that relationship between these organs. It's quite an amazing example of just seeing how our body works together, right? All the different organs in tune. So when we're about to go into our breathing right now, just thinking about, as we do that, the incredible relationship between our organs and what's actually going on inside there. And also, in particular, noticing how the diaphragm, when we take a deeper breath, how the lungs expand, the heart stretches, and the diaphragm massages all our other organs below. And that's why belly breathing and breathing into our diaphragm is so very important. Yeah. We always start with some breath awareness. So that's tuning into our breath and tapping into the sensations of the breath without changing the breath. So I'm going to invite you all to get into a comfortable seated position and just closing down the eyes. And hands on the lap or on your thighs, preferably with a straightish back, but so that you are comfortable. And we're just going to invite you to tune into your breath and discover the sensations of the breath. We don't change our breath in any way here. This breath awareness is a way we can just tap into the sensations of what it is to breathe. So not changing your breath speed or texture in any way. Noticing the air as you breathe in and out through the nose. Maybe noticing the temperature of the air as you breathe in. Maybe it is slightly cooler. And then when you breathe out, the air is slightly warmer. Noticing what parts of the body move when you breathe. Noticing if your belly is moving, maybe your chest is moving. Just really tapping into that interoception, to tap into what it feels like, our incredible internal system. Interoception, one way we can really tune into that is maybe you will notice the beating, your heartbeat, without having to put your fingers on your pulse, but you may just notice as you really tune into your breath, your beating heart. anchoring in the present. With every inhale and with every exhale, we become present. Using this opportunity to really become present within yourself, in this moment, in this now. Nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Your only job is to breathe and focus on your breath. And if your mind wanders, which inevitably it will, just bringing your focus back onto your inhale and your exhale. Because when we focus on the inhale and the exhale, we become present. What it is to breathe. Maybe noticing if there is a pause when you breathe. Are you aware of a pause, maybe at the end of your exhale? Maybe it's at the beginning of your inhale. Is there a pause when you're breathing? Just really tuning in to see if you can sense that or experience that. Your breath is your anchor. Noticing the sensations of the breath and where they sit within, where the breath moves or travels on the inhale and the exhale. Now we're just going to have another minute here where I'll sit in silence and you can just focus completely on your breath. Using this opportunity, be present with your breath. And now as this breath awareness, breath meditation draws to a close, starting to bring yourself back into your room, back into the space. And just keeping that presence within you as you open your eyes and bring yourself back into the space. I love this quote, your breath is your anchor, soft thread to the present moment. We're going to be doing the triangle breath. So a triangle breath is inhale for the count of 4. We're going to exhale for the count of 4, and then we're going to hold for the count of 4. But today I'm not going to say hold. I'm going to use the word pause. Whether it's a breath hold, it's actually also a breath pause. I think based on this month's theme and today's journey into the arriving in the pause, I'll talk about that as the pause, and we'll pause for 4 seconds. The benefits of this exercise: it gently activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest aspect of our autonomic nervous system. It increases our CO2 tolerance, which is a very good thing, and it encourages calm and mental clarity. I invite you to, once again, you can have your eyes open or close your eyes down. You may also like to have your hand on your chest or on your belly, whatever feels comfortable for you, so you can really feel your breath and where it's traveling as you're doing the triangle breath. Just taking a moment to just tune into your breath again, taking 3 breaths on your normal pace. And I'll guide you through some triangle breaths. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, out, pause. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, exhale, pause. Last one. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. And just bringing your breath back to its normal, natural rhythm. Just noticing how you feel after that series of triangle breaths. When we hold and pause on the exhale, it activates our parasympathetic nervous system, or our rest and digest. And then moving on to the 4-7-8 breath. This one is particularly good for sleep. It's a really good one if you're struggling to go to sleep at night, or if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep. This one is an inhale for the count of 4. We hold our breath for the count of 7, and then we exhale for the count of 8. Now, the exhale is quite long on the count of 8, and if it's hard for you to do that exhale on the count of 8, I actually recommend that we exhale with pursed lips, as if we're blowing through a straw. It allows us to control that exhale a lot easier. Not forcing it out, just letting it go gently, but it does allow that extension of the exhale much easier. The other reasons why this is particularly good is it deepens diaphragmatic engagement as well, and it supports that nervous system balance as well. Controlled holds are also a great way of getting better oxygen exchange into our cells. When we do short controlled holds, it's much more beneficial for that oxygen exchange. And it supports our nervous system balance. So I invite you again to close your eyes down, or if closing your eyes down isn't comfortable, just a gentle focus soft focus forward. And just tuning back into your breath, taking a few moments just to observe your inhale and your exhale. And I'll guide you through the 4-7-H. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for the count of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, pause, and exhale. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, in, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then just bringing yourself back into the space. And just noticing how you feel after those exercises. And move now into our next exercise, which is alternate nostril breathing. Some pauses between the changing of the nostrils. We're going to work on our fingers first to get this exercise in place. We take our index finger and our middle finger and we place that on our forehead. Then we take our ring finger and we put our ring finger on our left nostril and our thumb on our right nostril. So basically we're going to be doing this. We're going to be flicking our fingers, opening and closing like this. The beauty of the alternate nostril breathing, it balances our right side of our brain hemispheres, calms the nervous system down, and also really good for enhancing focus and mental clarity. We start with the thumb closing off the right nostril. Hopefully everyone's nostrils are clear enough to be able to breathe through both nostrils today. Can any of you just raise your hands if you've got blocked noses? I'm just going to demonstrate once and then we'll do it all together. I start with my right nostril closed off, my left one open. I breathe in through the nose. I close it off. I pause for 2 seconds. And then I open up the right nostril. I take the thumb off and I breathe out. I pause for 2 seconds. Then I breathe in through the right I close it off with the thumb. I pause for 2 seconds, and then I breathe out through the left. Then I breathe back in through the left. That's one cycle. Starting with the right nostril closed and the left nostril open. Let's breathe in. We close it off with the ring finger and we pause. 1, 2, and then exhale through the right nostril, taking the thumb off. Pause. 1, 2, then inhale through the right. Close it off with the right thumb. Pause. 1, 2, and then exhale through the left. Pause. 1, 2, breathing in through the left. Close it off with the ring finger. Pause. 1, 2, exhale through the right. Pause. 1, 2, inhale. Close off the right. Pause. 1, 2, and exhale through the left. Pause. 1, 2, in. Close off and pause. 1, 2, exhale through the right. Pause. 1, 2, in. Pause. Open up the left and exhale. Pause. Inhale through the left. Close it off and pause. Exhale through the right. And pause. Inhale through the right. Pause. Exhale through the left. Pause. Inhale. Close it off. Pause. And exhale through the right. Pause. Inhale. Close off the right and pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Closing off the left, pause, and exhale through the right. Pause, then inhale through the right. Pause. Opening the left and exhaling. Pause. We're going to do one more round. Breathing in through the left. Pause. Exhale through the right. Pause. Inhale. Pause. And exhale through the left. And pause. And then that completes the cycle of alternate nostril breathing. It's a good little one for cognition as well. Just working out the coordination with the fingers. Is everyone okay with that? Yeah? Okay, beautiful. My favorite. Coherent breathing. We're going to be doing this one to music, and there is no pause between the inhale and the exhale on this one, but coherent breathing is such a beautiful practice, has so many benefits where it synchronizes our breath and our heart rhythm. It creates a state of coherence, and it really supports our calm energy and mental focus, allowing us to be able to sit in a comfortable place with the pause. So we're going to be doing this to music, and I invite you, if you would like to, lie down for this, if that feels comfortable for you. Otherwise, sitting up is also absolutely fine. In fact, if you want to lie down, I highly recommend it. It can be on a couch, it can be on the floor. We'll be slowing our heart rate right down to 5 breaths per minute. So on average, we're breathing 12 to 20 times a minute. And so this is an opportunity to completely slow down and bring your breath into a nice, slow rhythm. computer audio share. We're going to be breathing in on the high notes of this piano track and breathing out on the low notes. And we're going to be doing this for approximately 5 minutes. So let's also begin with a few sighs, just to get ourselves into a nice, fully relaxed position. We're just going to breathe in through the nose, and then we're going to let it out with a big sigh. And again, one more time, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Music starts now. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing in on the high notes and out on the low notes. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, feeling the belly rise. Out, feeling the belly fall. In and out. No need to fill up your lungs completely on the in-breath, or empty them completely on the exhale. Allowing your breath on the inhale to be soft and smooth, and on the exhale, gentle and relaxed. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In the body expands with the inhale and contracts and relaxes with the exhale. Breathing in, bringing fresh energy and air into our body, and breathing out, cleansing, detoxing with every out-breath. Following your breath with curiosity, noticing where your breath explores and expands into your body. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, noticing the pause between the beats of this track. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing in and releasing. releasing any tension in the body with each exhale. Relaxing the jaw, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, letting everything relax with every exhale. Engaging in the pause, this moment, this pause, this evening for you to engage in this beautiful breath work. Breathing in on the high notes and out on the low notes. Expanding, breathing out and relaxing, letting everything go. And shortly the music will fade. And we'll bring ourselves back to our natural, normal breathing rhythm. Have you noticed your heartbeat? Have you noticed what may be happening internally during this breath? Just staying as the music fades, bringing your breath back to its normal, natural rhythm. And just sitting here for a moment and feeling the benefits of this practice. How are you feeling now? This moment to pause. And when and if you're ready, you can slowly wiggle your toes and feet and maybe bring yourself back into the space. Beautiful. Awesome, everybody. Welcome back from that little bit of breath meditation. Inviting anybody and everyone, just noticing how the breath techniques we did today, if the pauses helped shift your state in any way, and what did you feel in that space between the breath? Did you notice any difference or opportunity to really connect in with yourself? And next week, I want to talk about our very special guest that we're having come aboard. And if you can make it next week, I really recommend coming along to meet Tom Granger. Tom is one of my teachers. I'm trained in the Aria Breath Musical Library, which is the piano track that you've just heard from, is just one of the tracks in his incredible musical library called Aria Breath, which has 174 different tracks that you can do that coherent breathing to. He's an incredible teacher, an author, an illustrator. He's a real expert in coherent breathing, and he's going to be sharing with us about the foundations of breath work, but also quite a bit around coherent breathing. And he's going to be guiding us through a session next week as well. So it's going to be a really rich session. I'm aiming for this to be 75 minutes next week because we have him here, the opportunity to have his incredible presence. He's such an awesome guy, and he's got this great voice, and he's just wonderful to listen to. And I'm super excited to have him. Please tune in next week if you can. Also, I'm going to open this up so other people can experience him outside of the membership. Beautiful. Have a great evening and fantastic. And we'll see you all next time. Lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.